The amount of grief we have for someone equals the amount of love we have. If we want to say we don't want to grieve, then we would have to say we were going to stop loving, and we would never say we're going to stop loving.
Hey friends, it's your girl Emily Curl. Right now we are backstage at our iHeart Country Festival in Austin, Texas, hanging out with Granger Smith. Granger, it's nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
Welcome to our iHeart back porch. So we have our rocking chairs, some sweet tea, some cookies.
I was going to drink this, but then maybe Luke Bryan sipped out of that, and I don't want to drink after Luke Bryan.
That's fair. Like a River Farewell Tour, which is like, it's I'm sure so bittersweet. You've been on it. What has that been like for you?
It's a different level of emotions from the fans and the meet and greets. There's people just crying, and it's hard to have that same kind of empathy because I'm really excited about the next phase. And so I'm needing to explain to them, like, hey, I'm not going away. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be back to Detroit or Philly or Grand Rapids or wherever I'll be back here, just in a different way, in a different kind of stage. So don't worry. I'm not retiring from travel.
I can imagine that had to be a really tough decision for you to make.
Yeah.
Was there like a light bulb moment or anything that you had where you're like, this definitely feels like this is the right next step?
It took a couple years, and I slowly started shedding some layers off as I was leading up to it, thinking like maybe if I left the record label, because I just kept exalting myself and selling myself and becoming the product, and that just was conflicting with the message I wanted to have. And so I thought maybe leaving the label would help, and then I was just stuck with touring, and it was the same. And I love it,
right? But
it was self-exalting always. And so then I have this book coming out August 1st. That's about surrendering and letting go. And I was like, I can't talk about this message and be authentic about this book. And then on Saturdays, I'm going out and like exalting myself on the stage again. So you
were having that back and forth, that internal dialogue.
I wrestled with that internal dialogue a lot until I was finally like, you know what? I got to do it. I got to announce it.
And can I just say thank you for sharing so much of your life with us. Like a River, I know I can't wait to read your book. What was that process like of writing it, putting pen to paper, saying your thoughts on paper? Like, what was that like for you?
So healing, and a lot quicker than I thought. As I was writing and healing, and sometimes crying while I'm writing, sometimes I would write things in detail that I hadn't actually thought about or talked about before, just things that I experienced. And so as I was writing it, I just thought, this is good that I'm doing this. This is good for me.
Yeah.
And then that kind of turned into, I hope this is good for someone else. I hope it's someone else that's going through heartbreak or lost a job or some kind of loss in their family, friend. We all experience it because we're human and we go through loss. And the amount of grief we have for someone equals the amount of love we have. If we want to say we don't want to grieve, then we would have to say we were going to stop loving, and we would never say we're going to stop loving.
Right.
So we love unashamedly, and the cost of that is our grief.
And so for this next stage of life, for the fans that are asking, what can they expect from you?
Well, I don't want to slow down. This isn't about just retiring and staying home. I want to travel a lot. You expect to see me on book tours, conferences, any place that will give me a stage to be able to talk in a comforting way to the people that need to hear it. I'm going to travel and come see you.
Granger, thank you so much for being here. Congratulations on everything, and we cannot wait for everything coming out this year. So we really appreciate your time.